Hey guys, welcome back for another video from TDL DIY. So today, it's gonna be a good day because we got a project behind me, this bike, and a whole bunch of stuff down here. So we're missing a couple things. We're missing a seat. We got a motor, which is just back under there. So we're gonna use that motor there. We got some more chain. We're missing a throttle cable and like a twist throttle, and we got the centrifuge clutch. It's just in the house. So these are all the parts I got going on here, guys, and we're going to be using some of this, some steel, we got some steel plate, we got a bike, we got some 2x2 wood, and today we're going to be building, or starting to build, a trike, a drift trike. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Since everything that's going on in the world right now, we're in the garage, self-isolation, and why not build a trike, a drift trike? We got some other stuff too, probably gonna be building and fixing and stuff like that, but we're gonna be building this today. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I want to do this for, I don't know, maybe just about a month or so, but perfect opportunity. Things come up and it's time to build a drift trike. So the one thing I'm going to be doing a little bit different, guys, I'm doing this on the cheap. Now when I say that, I mean I'm not buying tires, I'm not buying rims, potentially. We're going to be trying something a little bit different here. We got our conduit. We got our nice big 12-inch conduit. We could have got away with 10-inch, I'm sure, or even an 8-inch. Probably 10-inch would have been fine, but we're using 12. So that being said, well, how am I going to use the conduit, you say? Well, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I don't think anybody's ever done on YouTube yet. For wheels, we're going to use plywood and wood. So we're gonna cut it to the entire interior diameter. We're going to somehow bolt it on to the axle. Might have to make a custom bracket, or I might just go and pay a little bit extra for that. And then we are gonna bolt it to the plastic. So we're gonna screw some holes. Once I got like the wheel type thing made with plywood or some type of wood, then we're going to bolt it to the plastic, and we should have our wheel and it should spin and turn just like any other drift trike. Longevity, I'm not sure. But hey, you never know until you try. We can always go and get wheels later. It's not a big deal. We got some other little wheels floating around that we might modify to make it work, because they're not like drift trike wheels. They're like garden wheels that you'd use on a little garden cart or whatever, you know, just something. So we might modify those and get those going. But that's my intention, guys. That's my plan. I think it's going to be different. So this is the bike here. What we're going to do is we're going to try and save some of these parts. By that I mean some of this cable, the brake. We're going to take that off nicely. We're going to take the pedals off nicely. Once we get all that stripped away, then we're going to do some cutting. So I think we're going to cut somewhere up here, probably down here, and that whole top piece. Oh, and probably back here somewhere, so that top piece can leave. We might leave this piece here going up so that we can tie it into our the rest of the trike frame. We might cut it off back here, which is fine, but I'm going to see if I can try and keep these and integrate them somehow. If not, not a big deal. Save me a little bit less on some metal. We got 16 feet of metal. Hopefully that should be enough. We got some pillow block bearings. We've got a sprocket. We got something that the sprocket can go on. We'll weld that together. We got some of these. We're not even sure if we're going to use these, but we got some of these things. Of course, we needed some keyway for our slotted keyed shaft. Now this is 3 feet of shaft, guys. We're going to see. It should be long enough, I hope, and use what we caught. So we got some flat steel. Looks like somebody welded up and did some practicing on. We're gonna probably potentially use that to mount our engine on. So that's all good stuff. Nice thing about this bike, guys, it's got pegs. So what does that mean? We can probably use those pegs to use for foot, you know, put your foot out and sit on. Or maybe we'll just leave the ones on the front and use that. Not quite sure, kind of winging it. We got a lot going on, but I'm gonna stop talking here because I've been talking for way too long, and let's get taking this apart and cutting some stuff up. There we go, boys. All right, so we have now separated the frame. So this is what we got going on now. We'll clean up some of this metal and stuff and try to figure that out. But we no longer need this piece. Closer here. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is take this kickstand off. Because that's no good. So I decided to go like this. And it's definitely going to be a lot better, I think. I'm going to start off and we're going to build our prototype with some wood, get an idea of kind of the measurements and what we want to do with it, and then I guess we'll start cutting up steel and letting it rip. So I'm not going to do the prototype online, or I'm not going to film the prototype of it, but you'll probably end up seeing it, and then we'll just translate that to the metal and start welding some stuff up. Alright guys, so this is where we're sitting right now. So basically I turned the steering wheel around, flipped the handlebars around, and took off some of the brake system. And then we took the flap disc sander or grinder and just cleaned up some of those cuts I made, so they're all smoothed out and a lot better. And over here, I think we just run around there to make it not so sharp. So that's where we're sitting right now, guys. It's not looking too bad, and I'm gonna measure from here to roughly right over here, because I was kind of using it as like a seat to figure out how long I want this bar to be, and then we'll build the frame out here. So my seat should be roughly here, should be a bar that will connect there. Then we'll build a big old frame so we can set the motor and whatnot back there. So that's kind of my game plan right now. Alright guys, today is the day that we pretty much mocked everything up so, to get an idea of what it's going to look like. I'll probably throw a picture up. I only took a picture of more or less the final product of the mock-up, and so I'll put a picture up on the screen for you guys to get an idea what it kind of looks like. But right now we're going to be cutting metal and welding it up and trying to get this frame pretty much built. That being said, we still got to figure out the tire issue and what we might be using for that, but I guess we'll just stay tuned for that. Also, yeah, I think we're pretty much good. So what I ended up doing, guys, is I got a seat. It wasn't actually a seat, it's a chair, you know, a kid's type chair, plastic, and it fits the side of me pretty good. So I have a seat on order from China, but as you are aware of everything that's going on right in the world, shipment's slow, and originally it said it was going to be here at the end of this month or end of next month, and I just wanted to get this thing moving along since I have some time to actually build this. And so I ended up just going on Facebook Marketplace, seeing if anybody had a children's or a plastic chair. So I took that. I'm going to take the chair part off of the legs, and we're going to use that as our seat. It was $5, so it's a cheap and easy way to save you a little bit more money, because the seat I actually got from Amazon was like $20-something, which is actually very, very cheap for a go-kart or a drift trike type seat. But this is even cheaper at $5. So keep that in mind if you're actually building it. Try to look at local resources outside of normal things. Like remember one of my other stands I built, I used a bed frame. It was metal, it worked. Actually, we're going to use part of that bed frame to finish off this build, and we should pretty much finish up all the metal used for that bed frame. So kind of think outside the box a little bit, and you don't always have to go with brand new metal. This stuff I got on sale at Princess Auto, I think about 50% or 40% off. So that was a big option for me. But I did also look on Marketplace, see if there's any scrap metal in the dimensions I wanted. So don't forget, look at everything. Don't just look at brand new stuff, repurposed stuff or whatever, to make your build affordable to what you're able to afford. So far, I think we're running at a build about, I want to say about $350. But we'll get a final price tag at the end of this and kind of get an idea of where we're standing. So thanks for watching, and we're going to start cutting and getting this build started.